In this video, we demonstrate the operation of the Hach TitraLab titration system for salt. Accurate salt titration is important for the food and beverage industry in order to ensure proper taste and preservation. The Salt TitraLab is available in 4 different models: dairy products, tomato sauce, water, and brine. The model we will use for today's demonstration is for salt and dairy products. We will also use a 10,246 mg per liter sodium chloride standard to show you how to operate the instrument and test its performance. The instrument should be assembled and ready for operation. Here is a list of required chemicals and reagents depending on which titrator model you have. Since our instrument is for dairy products, we will be using 0.1 molar silver nitrate as the titrant and 1 molar nitric acid as the acid reagent. For our demonstration today, we will use the sample by volume procedure, which requires us to adjust the factor to give our result in milligrams per liter sodium chloride. The calculation for the result is result equals volume of silver nitrate times your factor. We have calculated this will take 5.262 mils of 0.1 normal silver nitrate to titrate 3 mils of 10,246 milligrams per liter sodium chloride. Solving for F, our factor calculates to be 1947.1684. We will now program our calculated factor into the instrument. To program the instrument, select System, Sample, Volume, and Factor. Use the arrow keys to set your factor, then press the check mark. Other models of the salt titrator display different units and use different concentrations of silver nitrate titrant. This may require changing the procedure to fit your model. Here is a table that can guide you in selecting the corrected volume of 10,246 mg per liter sodium chloride standard and the acceptable range of your result. We are now ready to begin our analysis. Make sure all the fittings are secure. First, we will prime the burette. This should be done at the beginning of each day. Place a waste beaker under the electrode. Select Manual Activation, Burette, Fill. The burette will begin to fill with titrant. When the burette has stopped, press Empty. Repeat the empty and fill procedure to ensure all the tubes are filled with fresh titrant. Next, we will prime the pump. From the Manual Activation menu, push the down key to select Pump. Then press the check mark to begin priming. Prime for about 5 seconds to clear all air from the line, then press the check mark to stop. Rinse the electrode over a waste beaker. Add 3 mils of 10,246 mg per liter sodium chloride standard to the titration cell. Then add about 7 mils of deionized water to the titration cell. Remember to add a stir bar. Lower the electrode into the titration cell so that the sensing element is submerged. Begin the titration by selecting Analyze Chloride V for Sample by Volume and pressing the check mark. The Salt TitraLab titrators are instruments that use the inflection point technique. Because of this, the instrument will need to add tiny volumes of titrant repeatedly to make sure that the inflection point was reached. The results of the analysis are displayed. The equivalence point in milliliters is multiplied by the preset calculation factor and shows the result in your selected units. The result that you see here is 10,438 milligrams per liter of sodium chloride, which is within the acceptable range of plus or minus 10%. Press OK to confirm the result. This table shows the expected range of results for each model and unit. If your result is not within the expected range, you should first try repeating the titration. If you continue to have results outside the acceptable range, here is a list of possible causes for error.